Hey guys, welcome into Kinfolk Carpentry. Today I'm picking up where I left off with these bookshelves. I got these two built. If you have not watched the last video where I started these, go back and watch that. It'll kind of bring you up to speed at where I'm at. Finally back on site, gonna get to it. Start building again. Here's the first sticker ever printed. This ain't rocket surgery. Just a fun little saying my brother always says that I think's hilarious. So, hey, if you're interested in stickers, I'd love to start offering them as something you can purchase on my channel. I'm gonna keep making them because I kind of enjoy it. Stick around. Gonna keep working. All right, so I started my day by ripping down a sheet. Now I'm going to cross cut it. I'm gonna start working. I wanna get my last bench built so that I can start with building the bench and then work from there. One of the goofy things with my track saw, maybe this is every Makita track saw, but it's in millimeters. So every time I go to set the depth, I have to do a conversion in my head, 25.4 millimeters to an inch. So learned that in school. All right, so I think my plan now that I've got all the benches built, I think my plan should be to install these, get them nice and level across here where they should be. I'm putting 3/4 in between each of these to widen them up a little bit, and that'll all get covered with trim, obviously. So I think to get that all level, and then I can get an accurate height of where my bookshelves will go here and here, because to me it looks like it's running downhill this way. So if that gets moved up, that'll change the dimension of my bookshelf. So I am going to install these next, which means cutting out the baseboard and getting all that established. Wow, that was complicated. I don't know if the baseboard used to run in there. There's a closet or something here at one point. Oh, there's an old miter right there, so that fell apart. Sometimes it just does not go the way you want it to go. All right, I got this cabinet in. I got a little sidetracked. I had to rewire a plug that was in the baseboard, bring it up into the cabinet. So I did that, but everything's leveled up, so I can now get measurements for my upper bookshelves. I go here and here, start working on those. This is my only Ryobi tool. I bought it at an auction for $15, and I went on Amazon and got a little battery converter to DeWalt for 10 bucks. So for $25, I have a cordless fan. Also, it's March and it's almost 80 degrees. What is this? Jesus has got to be coming back soon. Like, this is nuts. Ripping more plywood. All right, building my uppers. All right, we are getting a bit crowded in here. Got all the cabinets up here. I'm gonna start working on the top of the bench so that I can start sitting my cabinets on top of it. It's unfortunate this is a little over 8 feet, so there's gonna be a seam in it somewhere, but I'll try to hide it as best as possible. So that's what I'm working on. So I got to scribe this top in. I use a couple different types. If you haven't seen my video on scribing, I think it's called like 3 tools for scribing or 3 ways I like to scribe. Check that out. Kind of goes through all the different ways I like to scribe stuff. But I'm going to use a combination of these to get this top fitting tight. As you can see, it is relatively gappy, so get to work. All right, I got that scribed. It's pretty good. It's getting painted, so if it gets caulked in, it's tight enough. That's actually going to be behind a bookshelf, like out to here. And then that little piece, I figured it would be worth running the seam with the bookshelf. That'll be like, there'll be a little seam in the back of here. Which I don't think you'll notice. Hopefully there's books on top of it. And I guess the other option is I could put a bottom in this bookshelf and it would hide it too, but that's an option. So off camera, I've been going through crisis mode, you know, feels like I'm taking crazy pills, but this whole wall is plaster on top of brick. I was trying Tapcons, I was trying every screw under the book, trying to get them to grab. I finally found a solution on how to fasten these in. And I'm going to show it to you. Old school. Let's do this. So this is what I'm doing. Drilling a hole. I originally was drilling holes to try to Tapcon it, but this is how I'm doing it. That was concerning. I think I hit a grout joint because that went in like butter. So then what I'm doing is I'm actually taking electrical wire. I feel like I'm the dude in the Sandlot where he's explaining how to make a s'more. You have the chocolate and the marshmallow, the great Bambino. Just take a little length of wire. Because that went in like butter, I'm going to take 2 lengths of wire. Put it in the hole. Really jam it in there. And then I'm taking a 2.5-inch screw because I'm finding anything shorter doesn't grab. So that wasn't grabbing. I just keep adding wire into the hole until it grabs. All right, so this one is all fastened in. This one's all fastened in. I got that bench top in. I'm basically trying to get everything to a point where I can start ripping all my face frames and trim. And then I'm gonna set these two. I got my laser set up. New tool, just picked up. This guy here, maybe I'll do a review on it at some point and why I bought this one. But so far, so good. Getting a nice plumb line up here so I can get a mark on the baseboard where I'm gonna cut that. And how I got that measurement is essentially making this the same width as this so that everything looks symmetrical when you're looking at it from this way. And then there'll be a bookshelf across there too. So yeah, moving forward. So I'm working my way through here doing some trim. I'm very thankful that this is a time and material job for me, because if I bid this, I definitely would have lost money. It's taking me so long to get everything straight and level. Like, look at how out of plumb that wall is. It's like an inch out. Scribing everything. It's very tough to determine how long something like this takes. Even if there was just studs in this room and I could have just screwed into studs, that would have saved me probably an hour and a half or 2 hours of screwing around with trying to get screws to bite and all that stuff. Old houses are no joke. But moving along here, doing some trim. We're working through it. Let's do it. On my way home. It's tricky. This job's kind of hard to film because it's kind of a fill-in job for me whenever I have time, and I didn't get it done today, and I'm not sure when I'm going to be back there to finish it. So, and I want to keep getting videos out, so maybe I'll just slip the finished product into an upcoming video so you guys can see it if you follow along. But that's it for today. Got a good majority of stuff done, and hopefully it's just another day of doing some trim and cutting some shelves, and then turn it over to the painters. But yeah, thanks for sticking around, and we'll see you next week. Peace.